Welcome to Dirree Barnootaa YouTube channel. I am Naol Tesfaye from Finfinnee University. Baga nagaan gara YouTube channel Dirree Barnootaa dhuftan. Isin hin jenna jalqabarraa nuti koorsii yookaan tiitoriyaalii wani dipaartimentii keessa jiran akkasumas immoo freshman irra jiranii isiniif upload gochuudha kan argamnu yeroo kana. Akkuma yaadattanii koorsii dipaartimentii keessa jiranii akkasumas immoo Faculty of Business and Economics hundaaf kennaman especially major course kan ta'e Department of Management keessa ijoollee jiraniif akkasumas koorsii exit exam irratti argamu keessaa tokko International Management isin biraan ga'ee jira jechuudha. Chapter 1 kaasee haga chapter 2 part 3 tti kan isin biraan ga'e. Amma chapter 2 part 3 dha kan waliin ilaallu jechuudha. Gara tutorial keenya osoo deemuun dura warri yookaan barattoonni YouTube channel Dirree Barnootaadhaaf haarawaa taatan YouTube channel Dirree Barnootaa iddoo subscribe jettutti bu'uudhaan akka maatii YouTube Dirree Barnootaa dangaman maal isin gaafanna. Amma gara tutorialii keenya chapter 2 part 3 tti kan deemudha. Chapter 2 part 3 jalatti maal laallu ka jedhudha. Chapter 2 part 3 jalatti wantoota kana gadiidha kan nuti ilaaluuf deemnu jechuudha. Isaanis planning process, types of plan, characteristics of good plan. Jalqaba irratti we see together meaning of planning, nature of planning. We define it. Amma deebinee sotii isa kaasuu osoo hin taane laallee jira jechuudha. Amma kan ilaallu processii gosa karoora akkasumas immoo amaloota karoora gaarii kan nuti waliin ilaalludha jechuudha. Yommuu jalqabarraa from the beginning, like all other managerial activity, planning has its our process. Planning has its our procedure. It is steps, a series of steps. These steps are interrelated and there is no rigid boundary between among these steps and one is basic for other. Akkuma other managerial function kan jennu kan akka organizing, staffing, leading and controlling. Akkuma isaan sana planning illee step 1 procedure mataa isaanii qaba jechuudha. Isaan hafame chapter biraa keessatti ilaalla jechuudha. Step isaanii hiika isaanii maal organizing, leading, staffing and controlling is boqonnaa mataa isaanii qaban ilaalla jechuudha. Other managerial function kanneen. Step karooraa yommuu fudhannee ilaallu karoorri step 1 garaagaraa qaba. From the beginning we have to establish objective. In order to set our objective, in order to construct our objective, we have to establish our objective. In order to plan, in order to make plan. Objective and you can galma mata keenya jechifachuu qabna jechuudha. As we try to touch in this chapter part 2, objective is starting planning. Planning in objective keessatti kan inni eegalu waan ta'eef objective mataa keenya jechina jechuudha planning keessatti. An objective provide direction for all managerial function, especially planning. Objective setting is important first set up in a planning process. Objective jechuun galma barbaadamu sana kan immoo iddoo barbaadamu sana karaa miti adeemu jechuudha. Objective especially expected results and indicated in the point of what is to be done. In order to set our objective, we have to know what we going to establish, what we going to do. Isa jedhudha jechuudha kan nuti beeknu, kan nuti ilaallu jechuudha. The other thing is where the primary emphasis is placed and what is to be accomplished. Maaltu ta'uu qaba? Maal irraa eegaluu qaba kan jedhu jechuudha objective thinking. Objective teaching is a 3 step process, which involve assessing the present situation, accept the future condition, and then setting our objective. When we establish our objective, we have to assess three things. We have to assess the present condition. Amma maaltu jira ka jedhu akkasumas immoo booda maaltu ta'uu danda'a ka jedhu adda baasuu qabna jechuudha. Itti aansee inni jiru we have to set or establish our objective after we assess the future and assess the present and predicate the future condition. We establish our objective. It is only after manager have at least now with knowledge about the capability and available opportunity that objective setting done make the sense. Kana jechuun we assess our objective, present condition, and set the future condition, and also we set our erga capacity keenya barre, erga waan harka keenya jiru barre, erga maal akka qabnu barre, galma keenya kan nuti improve goonu jechuudha. Inni itti aansee jiru organizational do not have one set objective which need manager attempt to achieve. Organization tokko galma tokko qofa kaawwachuu danda'u. Rather setting objective involve establishing objective for the entire of organization. Each subordinate work unit and long range or as well as short range. Short range kan yeroo gabaabaa keessatti galma yeroo gabaabaa keessatti ga'amu akkasumas immoo galma yeroo dheeraa booda ga'amuu danda'u kan taasisu jechuudha. Sadarkaa worker yookaan subordinate organization guutuutti ta'uu danda'a. The other thing is objective developed by organizational level and the per manager should be compatible with another organization sadarkaa organization level sadarkaa manajeraatitti inni ta'u suni compatible yookaan kan fudhatama qabaaf ta'uu qaba jechuudha. Galmi nuti jechinna sun. Top level management should set the stage of goal setting by a lower level management, thereby ensuring the maximum use of resources. Enterprise objective give direction to the major plans which define the objective every major department. Top level management ini objective galma sana erga baasee booda it translates to the lower level management. And also lower level management has also their own goal that go together with top level management. Top level management faana ka deemu karoora bahe yookaan immoo galma bahe isa faana ka deemu qaban jechuudha. For example, let's we take Finfinnee University as one organization. They have their own goal or they have their own objective at the organizational level. Also, they are a lower level organizational level in a university. They may be, we can take at a lower level management, departmental, for example, we can take management department, or we can take law department or economics department. Those departments can establish their own objective that go together with organizational or at inter-university level. Developing permit. Yaadrimee teaches na jechuudha. Hypothesis. Planning premises are assumption about environment within which the plan is to be carried out. Kana jechuun assumption yookaan yaadawwan naannawa nutitti karoora sana baafannu kan lafa teechisan jechuudha. Once the objectives are established, the manager have investigate the company environment to work. Factors that facilitate or block attainment of this objective. Kana keessa jechuun wantoota karoora kun galma keessa karoora keenya sana gufuu nuti ta'anii fi wantoota haara nu miyyeessan adda baafanna jechuudha yommuu permeesii kana. It involves examining external and internal factors which affect our performance of our organization. As one organization, we have to identify external as well as internal factors that may influence our organizational success. Yookaan galma gahinsa organizationii keenyadhaaf wantoota gufuunis ta'uu danda'an adda baafachuu qabna jechuudha akka organizationii leeveliitti. Fakkeenyaaf as one organizational level, let us take Finfinnee University. As one organization, Finfinnee University have to identify external and internal factors that may be influencer factor for their success. That factor may be internal factor as well as external factor. In case of internal factor, they may be the behavior of staff, the behavior of employees. Amala hojjettoota achi keessa jiran ta'uu danda'a. Amala staafota yookaan hojjettoota departmentii achi keessa jiran ta'uu danda'a. That is internal factor that may bring the fail of that organization. The external factor that may fail for that organization, environmental condition that they mean political factor, they mean peace and stability of the around that university. External factor kana yommuu ilaallu akkuma jalqaba isiniif chapter 2 keessatti external factor we can abbreviate it simply as a pestle isiniin jedhe sana gabaabsinee immoo barreessamu pestle jechuu dandeenya asitti qubee itti dabaluu dandeessu L and itti dabaluu dandeessu. Pestle political, economic, social, technological, legal and economical environment kan external dhaaf karoora kun galma gahinsa keenya irratti gufuun ta'uu danda'a. Internal factor kanneen jennu those internal factor may be our strengths and our weakness. In case of our weakness, it intended to alter. In the case of our success, as bring our success in case of our strengths. Environment keenya external environment, internal environment. Internal environment isa jennu dadhabbina keenya akkasumas immoo dandeettii keenya jechuudha. The other one is strengths are internal competence possessed by organizational in comparison with competitors. Dorgomtoota keenya faana yommuu nuti competence uumnu dandeettii nuti keessa organization qabnu jechuudha. Akkasumas innis that may be policy we follow in our organization, location, soundness, knowledge, and personal quality we have in our organization. The other thing is also weakness. The other attribute the organization tended to decrease or can bring out failure. And threat and opportunity are the external factor that bring our success and our failure. In the case of threatening, it brings organizational failure, which if they occur, would produce significant damage to the organization. Opportunity jechuun immoo carraa nuti yoo kan fayyadamu ta'e organization keenyatti jijjiiruu dandeenyu jechuudha. Combination of circumstances, time, place, which accompanied by a certain course of action on a part of organization is a kind of key element of planning in these stages forecasting. Naannoo kanatti permission develop gochuu keessatti key stage of naannoo kanatti elementiin kana forecasting tilmaamudha. We assess our present condition of our environment, future, and we have to forecast it. The other step of or the other process of planning is determining alternative of course of action. When we assess our environment, we may find, we may deal with many alternative course of action. But we have to determine, we have to screen out, we have to determine alternative course of action. Karaalee itti wanta sana argannu hedduu argachuu dandeenya jechuudha. Naannoo kanatti karamiin karoora sana akka establish goonu barbaadu jechuudha. Alternative are a course of action that are available to manager. Karaa nuti ittiin galma hoogganatu galma goonu karaalee nuti ittiin deal goonu jechuudha. Kan karaa nuti ittiin barbaadnu jechuudha. After we determine alternative course of action, we have to evaluate those alternative course of action because we only or we want to set one objective. Since we wanted to set one objective, one plan, we have to select one most and better for our and which we can attain within our resource, within our capacity. Course of action head determine course of action kan akan step 3 irratti hedduu nuti fudhuu danda'a jechuudha. Karaalee nuti itti waan tokkoon available manager to reach a goal sun hedduu argachuu dandeenya jechuudha naannoo kanatti. Asirratti garuu isa sana keessaa kara nuti nu baasa jenna. Kara kanatu irra nu fayyada kara jenne select goona jechuudha yeroo sanaatti. Course of action sana. Having thought out alternative course of action, manager evaluate the benefit, cost and effect of alternative course of action and fight of their weight of goal. Galma sana irratti hundaa'uudhaan karaa ittiin galma irratti hundaa'uudhaan evaluate goona jechuudha. The other thing is selecting course of action. Select course of action. Evaluate erga goone booda achi keessa erga hamma gatii isaanii akkaataa ittiin itti geessisan erga adda baasnee booda select goona jechuudha. This point is at which plan adapted choosing or selected. This is the real point of decision making. Here, after we let me try to start from the beginning. After we establish our objective, develop our practices, determine our course of action. After we evaluate course of action, we have to select. Asirratti jechuudha kan hojii keenya xumurru. It's the real point of decision making. Iddoo nuti itti murteessinu asitti jechuudha argaa. Hunda san taasifnu. The analysis of each alternative is disadvantage, benefit, costs should be resulted in determining one course of action that appear better than other. Kan hunda caalaa filatamu ta'e. Select goonu jechuudha. Then if no one alternative emerge are clearly the best consideration should be given the combining part of the intercontent of two or more alternatives. Whatever the course chosen is, it should be one that gives you most advantage and the first serious disadvantage can disadvantage xiqqoo qabu advantage guddaa qabu yeroo itti filannu in case of selecting course of action kanarratti jechuudha step kanarratti jechuudha actually step kanarratti kan hojiin keenya dhumu jechuudha planning processing keenya kan dhumu then after that we're going to formulating a derivative plan subordinate plans karoora guddaa tokko jiraachuu danda'a akka organization levelii tokko akka dhaabbata tokkotti karoora guddaa tokko qabaachuu danda'a. Isa jalatti garuu karoorawwan xixiqqaa hedduun jiraachuu danda'a jechuudha. At step 5 planning is ended. Akkuma isin jedhe step 5 irratti waa'ee planning haasa'uun uumateera kan dhaabbatee jira waa'ee karoorsuudhaan. Erga course of action baafannee dhaabbatee jira jechuudha. Formulating derivative plans means formulating other plans based on one or more plans. Karoora tokkoo fi tokko ol irratti hundaa'uun formulating the derivative plan. The other thing is numberizing plans by budget. You have to numberize it. Plans, numberizing plans is converting them into budget. Budget plans will be merging them, meaning them when they are changing into a number. The other step of planning is implementing a plan. After we do all of those, we have to implement it. After the optimum alternative has been selected, the manager needs to develop an action plan to implement it. This is a step where by the entire organization will be in a motion, real operation. The end step of planning is controlling and evaluating. Here, we implement our plan. After we implement our plan, we have to control it. We have to evaluate the result of that implemented plan. Once yookaan erga karoora keenya implementii goone kun hojii oolchine booda, once the implemented plan, the manager must monitor the progress that being made. Akkamittiin wanti sun akkamii deemaa jiru, karoora keenya sun akkamittiin akka evaluate gochuu jechuudha naannoo kanarratti step kanarratti. The environment that plans is constructed is constantly changing, so the plan must be modified. Fakkeenyaaf karoora keenya karoorfanne naannoo nuti karooratti karoorfanne sun sababa garaagaraadhaan yeroo garaagaraatiin jijjiiramuu danda'a. Kanarraan kan ka'e karoora keenya sana modify yookaan jijjiiruu qabna jechuudha akkuma sanatti. So the plan may have been modified or modification may be needed because plan was not quite perfect when it was implemented. Yeroo implementii kun sana karoorri keenya sun guutummaan isaa perfect jechuu hin dandeenyu. After we see the environment, we have to modify it. The other thing we're going to see together is types of plans. Gosoota karooraa jechuudha. We may see plan in many ways. Karaa garaagaraatti qoodni ilaaluu dandeenya. We may see plan by their scope, by their time dimension, by their use. Karaawwan gurguddoo sadiin kana ilaaluu dandeenya jechuudha. Gosoota karooraa kana jechuudha. When we start the types of plan by their scope or breadth of dimension, yommuu isarraa ilaallu, from the beginning, what does mean scope? Scope refers the comprehensiveness of a plan, the range of that plan. It refers the level of management where the plan are formulated. Iddoo kamirraa karoora sun kan itti formulate ta'u iddoo kamii kaka'uudha jennee jechuudha. Scope irraa yommuu ilaalu. This plan, this dimension creates hierarchy of plans on gulantaa karoora based on scope, based on the range. We can classify into a strategic, technical, and operational. Based on what? Based on their level, based on their scope, based on their vertical dimension. Scope isaan irratti hundaa'an iddoo sadeen kanatti jechuudha. Isaan keessaa strategic, technical, operational. It is not news for you. You see what does strategic skill, technical skill, operational skill. Now we're going to see strategic plan, technical plan, operational plan, and where they applied. A strategic plan is organizational wide plan which is formulated and developed by top level management in a conclusion with a broad director by the middle level. Kana jechuun strategic leveling kun kan inni itti develop ta'u top level management irratti. We divide level of management into three: top, middle, and line low level jennee jira. In that context, strategic level, strategic plan develop on top level management and look ahead over next 2, 3, 5 years. Waggoota sadan lamaan dhufanii fi kan karoorfamu jechuudha. Akkuma isa karoorsineen we transfer into middle and the middle to give their subordinates. Develop the direction for the interior of organization. In a case of a strategic plan, strategic plan gives direction for the interior of the organization. Organization guutuudhaaf jechuudha. Iddoo kanatti kan kennu direction kan baasnu kan qajeelfama baasnu organizationota jiran guutuudhaaf jechuudha naannoo kanatti. The other thing is establish overall objective and position for all position of organization. Organization guutummaa organization and also is a primary concern with solving the long-term problem associated with external environmental influence. Wal qabata long-term problem rakkoowwan baroota dheeraaf karoorfamu jechuudha. The following distribution characteristics of a strategic plan. The plans that implemented at a higher or top level management characteristics. Those are: it requires looking outside of organization for a threat and opportunity. Generally, it requires for analyzing environment of the organization. It requires looking inside the organization. When we see environmental, organizational environment, that may be inside of organization and outside of organization. In case of inside of the organization, we have to assess and are looking inside our weaknesses. The other thing is characteristic of strategic plan is it take over a view of or cover ultimately long term or greater than 5 years, maybe for 10 year, 5 year, 25. Waggoota 5, 10, 15. Kanaa ol ta'uu danda'a jechuudha. It tend to be the top management responsibility, but it reflects mentality useful at all level. Management hooggansa kamirrattuu kan ta'u jechuudha. From top level to low level, it expressed in relatively general, non-specific terms. The strategic plans address such question. Yaafiiwwan gurguddoo kana kan deebisnu jechuudha. Strategic planning gaafa implement goon. That question may be, what business are we in? Is that our business is profit organization business or social service people giving business? Isa jedhu adda baanu jechuudha. What business should be in? Kan akkamii keessa immoo ta'u gosa akkamii ta'uu qaba jedhu adda baanu jechuudha. Where will be in 10 years if we continue doing what we are now doing? Waggoota kunneen amma waggoota kunneen itti fufnee kan hojjennu yoo ta'e amma maal hojjechuu qabna kan jedhu kan qabatu. Inni biraa, the difference between a firm would be like where we want to be, bakka nuti ga'uu barbaadu, where it will be if it does nothing or planning gap in strategy. The other type of plan based on their scope is a technical plan. Scope isaanii irratti hundaa'uudhaan plaanii iddoo sadiitti qoodnee jirra. Strategic plan that we see together now, and the other is technical plan. We will see together where technical plan is applied and when. Kan ilaallu jechuudha wajjin. Technical plan refers to the implementation of activity and allocation of resource. Implementation of activity yookaan immoo akkaataa activity yookaan gochaawwan achi keessa jiru ta'u akkasumas immoo akkaataa nuti qabeenya achi jiru keessa jiru sanarraa necessary for the achievement of organization galma gahinsa organization sanaaf karaa it is intermediate between that help reduce the long range plan. By its nature, technical plan is the plan between strategic plan and operational plan. Technical plan are specific and more goal-oriented than strategic plan. Galmaa fiddoo deeman jechuun middle level irratti inni kun kan apply ta'u. Technical plan are the means charted support the implementation of strategic plan. Kara galma gahinsa strategic plan. First of all, a strategic plan is applied in technical plan or to the middle level management. After then we can apply it, implemented it to the lower level. In that case we can say technical plans are means to charted. Structure of a firm resource to achieve maximum performance concerned with what the lower level unity with each division must do and how technical plans make premises for operational loss. Kanara jechuudha walumaa galatti technical planning kan qabatu. The other type of plan depend on scope or their scope is operational plan. Now we will see together the beginning nature of operational plan and also we will apply operational plan. Operational plan is applied is concerned with day-to-day activity. Hojiiwwan guyyaa guyyaa keessatti jiranidha kan inni wajjin deal godhu jechuudha operational plan. By its nature, operational plan is implemented at a low level or line manager. So, in case of line manager, they engage day-to-day activity. In case of day-to-day activity, they have to implement it operational plan. When we see by the time coverage, operational plan is relatively short frame of time within a less than 1 year. So, karoora waggaa tokko gadi kan kurmaana yookaan sadii afuraffaa waggaa keessatti jiru jechuudha. Isaanii what dimension of techniques is based kara kamidha kan technique gaarii kan jiru karoora nuti baasan jechuudha. What material are needed for operation? And also, wanti nuti qabachuu qabnu as keessatti technical operational plan is applied in a case of lower level and a short period of time within less than 1 year. At this with day-to-day activity. This is all about operational plan. Also, we categorize plan depend on time dimension. Time dimension refers to time period for which planning is intended. Amma yeroo barbaadamu sana range yeroo isaan ta'an sana fakkeenyaaf karoora waggaa, karoora ji'a, karoora torbee ta'uu danda'a. That the dimension, time dimension, we use as a standard for categorize our plan. In case of time dimension, it refers to time period for which planning is intended. Based on time, we divided our plan into three: long range, at cover, 5 year and or more than 5 years, medium and low and short jenna jechuudha. Inni loongi kuni waggaa 5 fi isaa ol. Inni medium kun immoo waggoota 2 fi between 1 and 5 year waggaa tokko kaasee hanga 5 gidduu jiru. Shortiin immoo waggaa tokko fi isaa gadi kan ta'e jechuudha. All in more time in case of operational level, we apply short-term range. In case of strategical, we apply long-term. In case of technical, we apply medium range. All strategic plans are long here. No, as it is, what can buy jechuudha. Kana jechuun all strategic plans are long range plans. Strategic plan in the top level, it's a long term plan. Strategic plan in the generation tactical plan in the generation it is always a medium range. It's a medium operational short range. It's all about. Used on dimension. Dimension is use dimension refer to the extent to which the plan will be used in recording of based on how repeated frequently given plan they are plans which formulated to be used again and again or day to day. They become necessary when some kinds of action are to be taken over again and again. Standing plans become valuable and relatively stable. Party about standing plan. Why standing plan? Standing planning kuni hala condition stability keessatti once establishing a standard plan allows manager to conserve time used for planning and decision making because similar situations are handled in predetermined consistent manner. For example, a bank can more easily approve or reject a loan request for a criteria established in advance to evaluate credit rating, collateral asset related applicant. Yerootti haala krediitii reetii sirreessuu yommuu barbaade eegsisuu danda'a jechuudha. This is all about process of planning, types of planning. We will see together the last part of this chapter within a short video. Warri YouTube channel Dirree Barnootaadhaaf haarawaa taatan YouTube channel Dirree Barnootaa subscribe gochuun dagatinaadha. Warri subscribe gootanii jiraattan immoo hiriyoota keessaniif share gochuun dagatinaadha. YouTube channel Dirree Barnootaa wajjiniin dhiyaatau yeroo kamiyyuu filannoo keessaniin yeroo gaarii